The left lane is blocked with this. So big delays coming in from Appleton Avenue down to that point. Of course, northbound, everybody's got to slow down to take a look. So now we've got delays north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Capitol Drive. Westbound 94, a little bit backed up right through the Stadium Interchange to about Mitchell Boulevard. On the eastbound side, we've got delays coming out of the Stadium Interchange past 35th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny with a high of just 68 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jim, you know not a book will be cracked on field day. So that's what my kids are doing
Yeah,
today.
it's a little stressful, though.
I don't think we have finished with my inbox.
What's Scott's tots?
Has it really been 10 years? Local businessman pledges college tuition to third graders.
Please explain.
I'm it's stressful from the standpoint of, like, God, I hope I made it to the next grade. See what I'm saying?
No. Michael, why did you promise that?
To change lives?
No, Michael, why would you promise that?
You know, okay.
A day
I'd say
in my life.
Third, fourth, fifth that crossed my mind.
In fourth grade, you were worried about making it to fifth?
Yeah.
I fell in love with these kids, so I made them a promise. I told them that if they graduated from high school, I would pay for their college education. I've made some empty promises in my life, but hands down, that was the most generous.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight. He ain't doing nothing but running his mouth. Talk about it, we all about it. They making plans, we sit and count our checks.
The ballpark yesterday. Even delayed the game for the start of the great Bob Uecker.
Did they start late or did it just run long? Because I turned it on about halfway through and I'm like,
yeah,
I thought the game's starting at 1.
It did not. Most certainly did not start at 1. So apparently, I love the Brewers. We just had Marty Ronsky, their COO, on. Not quite sure what the plan was because there was no way that game was starting on time. There was no way. Like, they had, it was fantastic. I mean, Bob Costas and Brian Anderson did a great job. If you did not watch it, if you weren't in the ballpark yesterday or watching it on FanDuel Sports Network, I had to think, they've had so many different names, Joshy. Like, I wanted to call it Bally's.
That's what came to mind.
Well, yes, but it wasn't. It's FanDuel Sports Network now. Or if you weren't listening to it on the Brewers Radio Network, it was, I mean, Bob Costas did a great job. And Brian Anderson, about halfway through, stopped and started grilling Costas because Costas was a really good friend of Ukes as well. And that's the reason why Bob curated a lot of the things, and Bob Costas ended up kind of writing and putting together a lot of the run of show that they had yesterday. But a lot of good stories. It was an emotional day at the ballpark, and then they still had to play a baseball game. But I thought they could not have done a better job. Like, it was an unbelievable ceremony that they did, and they told everyone, Marty sat right here on Friday, Chew, with us, Marty Ronsky, Brewer COO, hey, be in your seats by 12:15. I'm guessing 95% of people were in their seats by 12:15.
Okay.
Like, and that was about an hour before the game was supposed to start. Ended up being about an hour and a half before the game actually started. It was incredible. The Brewers just put together an unbelievable experience for fans who wanted to say goodbye to somebody who has meant so much to so many people over the 50-plus years that he was the broadcaster of their favorite baseball team. And the Brewers obviously highlighted That, but they highlighted all the other things that made Bob Uecker who he was. It was a tremendous. I wish, I know you were watching on TV, and they brought George Brett. I'm assuming all the people that they had on stage, other than Christian Yelich, because obviously he was playing in the game, but they brought a lot of those people through the broadcast. I wish I could have watched or listened to some of the broadcast stuff as well, because I'm guessing there were more tidbits that they wish they could have gotten into the ceremony, but the ceremony couldn't run 2 hours, and then, we couldn't start this game at 3:10.
Well, I caught it halfway through because I don't have FanDuel. I've got MLB Network.
Yeah.
So they picked it up.
Oh, okay.
When the game was supposed to start. So I didn't catch a lot of the stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
who is the guy in the blue blazer?
Well,
but it looked like George Brett. I thought, but I'm like, why is George Brett there?
Which again, I thought the same thing. So he in the broadcast, he was wearing he had a hat on,
mm-hmm.
but when he was on stage, he didn't. He just had the blazer on, and he was very obviously George Brett.
Yeah,
and Costas is introducing everybody that's there. I'm like, wait, why is George Brett there? Okay, maybe they struck up a friendship while Uecker was
my favorite part
calling and he was playing in Kansas City.
My favorite part was Chewy asking us who's on the screen with his name on the screen as well with him.
Well, it was too far away.
Maybe he didn't have his glasses on, Josh.
Those wouldn't have helped because the TV was about 40 feet away.
But turns out George Brett, over the last decade or so, had really struck up a very good relationship with Bob. Him and his wife had bought a house in Arizona. Bob has a place out there, but obviously Brewers go out there for spring training. Robin Yount lives out in Arizona. Him and Robin are friends. Robin took him out to dinner with Uecker, and then George Brett and his wife became very good friends with Uecker and his wife. So that's why George Brett was there. Because yes, it was an odd connection to make.
Yeah.
But that was easily explained away by George as he shared some pretty great stories.
But a lot of old timers came back because they didn't show that. From where I picked it up.
It was
the telecast.
It was tough to see, I'm sure, somewhere, because the Brewers were sending out emails about the ceremony yesterday before. Some of it was embargoed. I did not read all of them. I'm sure they have a list somewhere of all the former players that were there. Because they did have a lot of former players sitting. They had chairs right outside the Brewers dugout, and then a stage that they had crafted with kind of a Tonight Show-esque desk for Bob Costas, kind of trying to give it that feel in the callback to the 100-plus times that he was on with Carson on the Tonight Show. But yeah, there were a lot of people there. And then the cool, I don't know if you saw this part, Chew, the really cool part. So they had Ueck's kid, Bob Jr., throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, I saw that.
And right before he did, Costas stops him, and the entire Brewers team comes out to shake hands, give hugs to the family.
I did see that, yeah.
Which I thought was a really cool touch.
No, they did a great job with it. Great job. The game? Not so much.
Ended up not being as fun.
Yeah.
But we do, again, a couple of calls, couple of texts here, 800-990-3776 on the Carlos Talk and Text line. Let's start with Howard in Sherman Park. Howard, you're on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
No, I'm Sherman's from Howard Park. Don't listen to that other guy. He's a doofus.
I agree.
I was surprised. It's already up on YouTube, so people who missed it.
Oh, really? Like the entire ceremony's up on YouTube?
The whole thing.
Oh, wow. All right. Go ahead. Just search that out. That is great information. I appreciate that, Howard. If you happen to miss it, because it was, again, just so well done.
Yeah, I looked under Uecker Celebration of Life, and it came right up.
Perfect. That is, whoever decided to do that, whether that was the Brewers, whether that was FanDuel, that is a great touch, I think, again, for people who are maybe not able to see it, because he did mean so much. Like, I can't imagine, Chewy, and we appreciate the call, Howard. I can't imagine being at another event like that, because like he did it for 54 years. Yeah. And Seelig told the story of how it was kind of all a happy accident. They initially hired him to be a scout, then he just kind of threw him in the booth, and then it just grew from there, and he became literally a Hall of Fame broadcaster. But he meant so much more. It seemed like the community. We are really lucky with a lot of the announcers we have, whether they're Brewers, Packers, Bucks, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine any of them end up doing the job for 54 years. and being that connected.
No.
Right? Where it's an everyday thing. And even think about this. We have Brian Anderson, who is fantastic. I love BA. Great dude, amazing broadcaster. BA does about 50 games a year now because he's so good at what he does. He does so many. He was doing the French Open this year for TNT. He did, because Turner doesn't have it, but he did NBA playoff games, does national baseball games, does golf. Like, he has become Mr. Everything for Turner. And so we don't get him as much, and I think everybody understands it and is still excited when we get BA like we did this weekend for the series. But, like, Bob was there just about every day until the end. Until these last couple of seasons, it'd be home games, and then even then it'd be select home games as he dealt with his health issues. But, like, Bob was there every day. Despite as big as he got, he was there every day for Brewers baseball here in Milwaukee. Like, that's... I can't imagine. I'm so glad. I am so glad that
it probably wouldn't
I was
happen again, because if you're that talented and you're good,
exactly,
he would be on the national spotlight.
Well, yeah.
He wouldn't be.
Well, and that's what I'm just saying with like BA. Like BA's doing all this national stuff because he's that damn good, and we don't get him as much. But that wasn't the case with Bob.
Yeah.
And they shared the story a couple of different times yesterday of how Steinbrenner came to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to be the play-by-play guy of the Yankees.
Yeah.
And they had a video clip of Uecker telling the story of how he took the meeting because he just wanted to know how much radio guys were making in New York. But he never had any intention of, because he wasn't going to ever leave Milwaukee. And then I didn't even know this. Atanasio shared a story that I thought was I don't know if it had ever been shared before. I had never heard it. And to be frank, like Atanasio said, he was not aware until until Bob Jr. and the family had told him this after Bob's passing. So when Atanasio bought the team in the early 2000s from, like, Wendy Seelig was in charge of it at that time because Bud was commissioner. When he was taking over, he made 2 phone calls. He called Bob and he called Robin. And Robin got back to him and Bob never did. He was trying to set up this meeting with Bob. Bob was ducking him. Well, the reason why Bob was ducking him is because he was debating, because he was so close with Bud Selig. So close with Bud Selig. He was debating whether or not it was time for him to do something else.
Really?
And ultimately, he took the meeting with Atanasio. It was supposed to be a half-hour meeting. Ended up being 3-4 hours at a bar in Arizona, I think, is what the details were. And obviously, the rest is history. Bob continued doing the job that he had done for so long and continued to do it and struck up a friendship with Atanasio as well. But apparently, after the Selig family had sold the team, he was thinking about walking away.
Walking away or going somewhere else?
I think doing something. The way that Atanasio phrased it was do something else. I don't think he would have done play-by-play baseball elsewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe he eventually would have gotten into it because, if we're being honest, baseball was clearly where he was meant to be. And he always kept coming back to it. But so many great stories, and I'm so glad that Howard told us that. If you happen to miss any of it, again, it's on YouTube. Just search Uecker Celebration of Life. Yeah, like you said, the game ended up being a bummer.
You stay for the whole game?
Of course. It was a tight game in the 9th.
I know, but traffic.
Traffic for me. Okay, so traffic for me. I live on the east side, which will come into play in a story when we talk about Josh's birthday party later as well. But I live, I literally hop on the highway. I get to the Van Buren exit. Like, it takes me, if there's no traffic, to get to the ballpark, it takes me 10 minutes or less. So to get out of the parking lot onto the highway, even though it was jam-packed, it took me maybe 20 minutes to get home. Like, that was traffic yesterday.
Oh, that's not bad. Where were you sitting?
We were up the third base side, section 128.
Okay.
Which actually, on a day like yesterday, when you're sitting in the sun, a little cooler. I mean, speaking of what, I mean, we had the discussion of perfect days earlier this year.
Your perfect days. I mean, it was 52 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Well, it's August. Yesterday.
It was, I mean, so I woke up, I had to come in. I was working early yesterday. It was 57 when I woke up yesterday.
A little early. It's still August.
Yeah, but then it warmed up and ended up being 75.
75, nice cool breeze.
That's perfect day for you? Is that perfect day for you?
Well, first of all, let's talk about you bringing up how cold it was this morning.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking about yesterday.
To do with yesterday. Totally unrelated days.
Yes.
And yeah, could it have been a tick or two, maybe warmer?
You don't even remember yesterday, okay?
I do remember yesterday.
No, you don't.
I remember too much of yesterday.
It's Saturday night where there might be some patching together that needs to happen.
83 is perfect for me.
Okay.
83.
Yeah, I think you need to treat it more as a spectrum. I think like a 74 to an 83. I think all of the temperatures within there probably fall within a perfect day.
Yeah, because like if it's 82 degrees, you're not going to go, oh, was 1 degree less of perfect.
No, a perfect day would be going swimming in the lake. You can't go swimming in the lake when it is 74 degrees.
When's the last time you actually went swimming in the lake?
2 weeks ago.
And did you go in on purpose or did you fall off?
No,
it's a good follow-up. That's you got to admit. It's a good follow-up.
That was fair.
Some of the stories you have told this summer, it's a fair follow-up.
I was willing.
If it was an accidental.
83, you can go in the lake.
Yeah. 80, you can go in the lake.
I think it also depends on if you just came off a couple warm days, a 75, you'd be fine in the lake because the water will be warmer.
No.
Yeah, like the first, like if you get like an 83 degree day in like May, right? Like you get a heat wave in May, you ain't going in because the water's still going to be way too cold.
It's actually refreshing. It's like yesterday would have done Joshy a lot of good.
Believe me, I would have been in there.
Yes.
Cannonball, baby.
Going hippo mode. So.
You have to be sweating to go swimming in the lake. And 83 is the start of a sweat.
I don't know if again, it's been a minute since I went swimming in a lake. I feel like it's whether I'm sweating or not. If I got the trunks on, I'm going in. Like if that's where I'm at.
Before we head to break here, there was a video put out by the Brewers social media. I want to end it with. So this is something they put out sort of in anticipation of the day. It's just like a minute 30 here, and it sort of just encapsulates all that it is to be a Brewers fan growing up and living with Bob Uecker.
Play it.
Yelich sends one to right center and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here and gone for Yelich!
To me, Bob Uecker just symbolizes the joy of summer. Sitting on our front porch and bringing out the little transistor radio and dialing up the old AM station.
83 beautiful degrees at game time tonight. Here it is. Strike called, and we are underway.
Cooking out Boston hamburgers with family and friends, just always on in the background, and became a familiar part of the family.
Swing of the liner, base hit, come up, and there it is.
Summers out fishing, and there's my dad, and there's Bob on the radio calling the game.
Hey, struck him out, swing.
His little side stories that he would go on, that's where the magic was.
If you didn't enjoy baseball, then you didn't like sliced bread either. Brewers head for Arizona on their up-and-coming trip. Out there, you can hold a hot dog out your car window and cook it.
Can't hit a curveball with 4 baseball bats and a tennis racket, too.
All you got to do is turn the dial, and Uecker was always there. Through the radio, I felt like I was literally there. Feel the emotion, the passion, excitement in the call.
We're going to smash up the middle, base hit to center. Here comes a throw, and the Brewers win. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for being Brewer fans. And we'll get together again.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We saw this accident on southbound 41 right about at Capitol Drive. Left lane still blocked. Got a tow truck there. Hopefully they're going to be getting that out of there soon. But the delays are there from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol. Northbound got delays north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up to about Capitol Drive as well. Eastbound 94, lots of company there starting around 76th Street all the way through the Stadium interchange to 35th. The westbound side just a little bit tight right past Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 68 tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. It's in the heart of Milwaukee's theater district. This modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. We went to Proof Pizza just a few weekends ago. What a cool place it is, and my kids loved the pies. And if you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. That's right, just mention my name for 10% off your order. You can learn more at stkatearts.com. That's stkatearts.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats live from the stands, and we've got a special update. Sources confirm fans using the Vivid Seats app are racking up rewards with every ticket and doing it fast. With an unbeatable lineup of seats and perks that go the distance, why use any other app for game day? Don't fumble this season. Grab your tickets through Vivid Seats, download their app, earn rewards, and as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, get $20 off your first $200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
You are listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The source
What's a click below dumb?
You. No.
Whoa. That's fine.
Whoa.
No, that's what I was
Good one.
getting
Good
at.
pop. Good pop.
I know.
Unnecessary.
I'm not dumb. I'm one click below dumb. We need to find out what that word is.
Don't you want to be one click above dumb?
Oh, that's right. I'm one click above.
On 94.5 ESPN.
We will revisit the Brewers a little bit later in the show, but we got a lot of Packers things to dive into. Tomorrow, roster cutdown day. They did play a game over the weekend, their final preseason/JV game, since they did not play any of their starters once again. But more importantly, something we've talked about a lot, I feel, on this show is the offensive line depth. And Brian Gutekunst went out and addressed that yesterday, sending not a 2026, but a 2027 sixth-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles to acquire Darian Kennard, an offensive lineman who had been working at tackle to be a swing tackle, had also gotten time at guard last year for the Eagles. He was initially drafted, Chewy. I think the thing that some people are excited about is this dude has never played this is his fourth year in the league.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has never played for a team that didn't win the Super Bowl. Played for the Chiefs his first 2 years, ended up on the Eagles last year. So I think a lot of people are trying to connect dots of, okay, you trade for this guy. Clearly, there's some Kennard magic here where the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl.
Do you guys have, when it comes to the Eagles and their general manager, when he's trading someone away, you feel like something's up? Now, the context of the trade, you gave up a pick that basically has no value. Next year's 6th-round pick. But every time the Eagles are involved in something, I just imagine Roseman's winning. That's where my mind goes.
Were they going to cut him?
Probably.
I mean, a 6th-round pick?
Probably. So they had also, earlier in the day, the Eagles had reacquired a backup offensive lineman in Fred Johnson that was previously on their team. So that would have opened them up to, like, again, if they couldn't find a trade partner like they did, cut him. And trading a, as Josh put it, non-existent pick, because it's that easy to replace a 6th-round pick 2 years from now, whether that's a compensatory pick, whatever, right? That's basically the price that Gutekunst paid to not have to deal with any other competition for this guy's services.
Well, Jason kind of nailed it last week where he was telling us the concerns of the O-line that they don't have 7, which is true, that they trade for him. Now they have 7, but ultimately is this a black mark on Goody? Or not developing guys that you have? I mean, I agree with you, a 6th-round pick.
Yeah,
will
a
be
6th-round pick in
replaced.
2027 is so far out of my purview and making me not care of what that is. Okay. You tell me if this is a black mark. Yes, the guys that Goody has drafted probably don't have enough depth. Like, one of those guys mainly has been Jacob Monk. I feel Monk has been the one. There have been a couple of stories written about him. I think Matt Schneidman right now has a piece about, hey, is Monk on the bubble? Is he on the wrong side of the bubble? And we're going to find out tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central whether or not he ends up making this team. So, but you're not going to hit on every pick.
No, but
so
they did.
is it a black mark because they don't have enough depth, or is it a good thing that he recognized this and went out and did something about it? And again, we're just talking about depth. We're talking about the 7th offensive lineman, because I think with the top 6 that they have, and this is asking a lot, but if they have some combination of the top 6 that they have, they're going to have a top 5 or 6 offensive line in the league. They just don't have the depth behind that.
Well,
and he went out and he addressed that. I think that's a good thing for Brian Gutekunst.
No, I do. Backfilling your mistakes. But I think they were counting on Belton because he was a 2nd-round pick,
He was
right?
a 2nd-round pick.
That could come in and at least be their 7th best line.
And it seems like there's more development that has to happen with Belton. I think he's probably their 8th lineman. And the good thing about Kennard is he can play tackle or guard.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that versatility that the Packers like to have at that position. And if things go really bad, then yes, then you go to Belton. I think they've seen things that they like. Obviously, there are things that need to be corrected. The 5 penalties he had against the Colts in the second preseason game, but he bounced back and played pretty solid in the second half.
But I'm with Joshy. You know, with what is it, Rosenberg?
Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman. He kind of won. If they were going to get rid of him anyways.
Yeah.
And grabbed up a 6. I mean, they both kind of win.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, a 6th-round pick in 2027, like Howie might even like throw that pick in as a sweetener on a different deal in the next 2 years before that pick is even made. But I think you're hoping that both sides win.
It's just
but
weird.
yes, is there a part of me that wonders, like, but the Eagles also are. The Eagles have one of the best rosters in the league, so they have that depth. So I feel like you didn't really give up much, even if this doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like if. You need to address your offensive line depth. Here's a guy who's played in the league for 3 years, started a game last year for the Eagles when they rested all their starters, was clearly somebody that they thought for a good chunk of last year was good enough to be on their roster. So it's better. It's better than anything you have right now.
It's just kind of bizarre because I think going into training camp, we all thought this was going to be a position of strength, which it still could be. I didn't realize the depth was that big of a problem.
Well, because
that
again,
kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, they had a lot of young guys. Again, we figured that Jacob Monk would be better than he is right now. We thought Belton would probably be a little bit more ready to go as a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah.
A part of me also wonders if sort of, obviously the development hasn't happened for some of those guys that they've had on the roster for a year or two, but I wonder if Aaron Banks is fully healthy.
I was thinking the same thing.
As concerned and feel the need to go out and get somebody or not. Because the back thing, as we all know, especially with big guys, That's one of those you don't want to play games with, and you think can probably flare up at any time. It's currently doing that, and I don't know what's going on with Banks, but I think if they had sort of a little bit more security there, I don't know if they go out and do this.
I think that's a really good point, Josh. I think that is a really good point.
Well, he does have a history of injuries too.
Yeah,
and the Packers took some heat when they signed
when
him
they
to
gave
that
him
massive,
all the money. Yeah,
massive deal. So, but that's one position you really have to have depth, and we saw that last year against Philadelphia in the playoffs. They had guys that clearly couldn't play.
Well, they were throwing Telford in there, and
I know.
I don't know if he had ever lined up at guard in practice. Just like, hey, hopefully you can do this, and obviously he could not.
What are they going to do at left tackle? Because Morgan played good again.
My guess is it's going to be.
I think Morgan, until Banks is back and healthy.
Yeah.
He'll be back this week, right?
I have no. Look, there are two injuries, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Chew. But there are two injuries, especially with big guys, but really for anyone that I get a little nervous about, especially in terms of lingering around.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort of back injury.
Yeah.
And any foot injury.
Yes.
Like back and foot. Because even though hamstring injuries are annoying, and those can linger as well, it seems like there is a solution to the problem.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, okay, we know what this is. We have a time frame. Here's when you're going to be able to come back. We're going to have to be careful to make sure you don't re-aggravate it, but here's what it is. With backs, it can just be...
There's so many unknowns.
Well, yeah, there's just so many unknowns. And especially when you weigh that much... Like, he could literally wake up today and be, like, perfectly fine. Yeah. And then on Thursday, he, like, turns the wrong way getting out of bed, and now his back is re-aggravated.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a 300-pound man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be carrying that type of weight on the frame.
I still think he'll be fine.
I hope so. But again, any back and feet, they freak me out.
Well, Reed's more of a question mark for me, whether he's going to be.
The Banks?
Yeah. With the foot?
Yeah. I mean, but what? So even though Shefty told you when he joined us a couple of weeks ago that shouldn't be a big deal, he'll be ready to go for opening day.
Yeah, but I mean, re-aggravating a foot,
So when
foot's as big a mystery as the back. And I talked to a guy that's had back injuries.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know what the hell was wrong with mine, other than it was degenerative. But foot is kind of the same thing. Foot's the new ACL.
What do you mean by that?
Well, ACL back in the day used to be like, oh, is this going to end this guy's career?
Yeah.
It takes 2 years to come back from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this is just a foot sprain. But again, anytime you're putting a boot on someone.
Yeah, it's never. I mean, I'm sure it's precautionary, but.
The thing that scares me about Banks is this has been all offseason, seemingly, since camp started. And like I think if they had more security or were more confident, he might be out there starting week 1 and he's fine and they're just being cautious with their big new investment.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think they're kind of prepared for, we don't know which direction this could go. This could go bad and he has to miss significant amounts of time, and we can't be in a spot where we are now down to 5 offensive linemen and really no one to trust behind that.
Yeah. Especially with a team that wants to run the ball.
Yes.
Oh, and that's why Banks was brought in.
Yes.
Because Banks is more known as a run blocker than he is as a pass blocker. Like, that was the reason why he ended up coming in the first place.
Yeah.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. We'll take your reaction to that. Plus, ESPN ranked the top 100 players, or projected the top 100 players for the 2025 season. What Packers are on it, what Packers are missing. We dive into that coming up next after I tell you about Cheez-It, the legendary snack cracker. It's now a frozen pizza. Our friends at Palermo's have done it again. I don't know how they keep getting away with it. They just come up with these crazy ideas and they work. Like, oh, hey, we can make a Detroit-style pizza and make it and have it be delicious, right? Yes, they can. And they have turned Cheez-It into an unbelievably great frozen pizza. Each crust a giant original Cheez-It flavored cracker that's square-shaped. Of course, it has to be square-shaped. You can't do it. Cheez-It square. So it's square-shaped, and it is ultra-thin, super crispy, the perfect amount of Cheez-It flavor to go with all those great toppings that you come to expect from a Palermo's pizza, whether it's Italian 4 cheese, cheddar jack supreme, and pepperoni. And with one of the shortest bake times, you're going to be going from freezing to cheesing in about 8 minutes. Find Cheez-It frozen pizza in your favorite grocer's frozen pizza section. Palermo's has done it again with the Cheez-It frozen pizza.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We got delays on 41 southbound stretching from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive, where you will find an accident that is now off on the right shoulder. So the lanes have been reopened, but those delays are still sticking around. Northbound delays from north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Capitol Drive, actually just north of Capitol Drive. Eastbound 94, we've got delays from about 84th Street all the way through to 35th. The westbound side is a bit heavy from the Stadium Interchange to about Hawley Road, and a few disabled vehicles, one right in the Mitchell Interchange on northbound 94, another one right about at Drexel off on the right shoulder just before you get to the off-ramp from northbound to Drexel. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live. Gates open at 6 with live music starting at 7. Boo the Band takes the stage Wednesday Night Live at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 68. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. Today's forecast, sunny skies and a winning shine. Get your first car wash free at TsunamiExpress.com. Just in time for game day, Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Joint pain makes it hard to enjoy anything when it comes to life, let alone the small things like getting out of bed or walking down a flight of stairs. Whether it be hoping it'll just disappear or feeling like you've tried every other option, let me tell you, you haven't tried them all if you haven't tried QC Kinetics. This is Brad Nortman, and I have to tell you about my experience when I visited QC Kinetics at the Greenfield location. It was incredible to see with my own two eyes all the tools that they have to get you feeling your best and get rid of that pain for the long term. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, and they have cellular therapies that's going to get that pain away for the long term and get you living your best life again. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of calling QC Kinetics, because there is your free, no-pressure consultation where you can be evaluated, put on a personal plan of pain relief, and be able to tell if you're a good candidate for QC Kinetics. Grab the phone now and call QC Kinetics for that free consultation. Call them today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Josh said it's garbage.
I'm so glad that Josh is getting a front row seat.
He said it's garbage. It doesn't work.
Chewy,
am I right or wrong?
We call that a setup in the biz.
On 94.5 ESPN.
So most lists we get either right before preseason starts or during preseason deal with what has already happened. Well, ESPN.com today had a list of the top 100 players, but they were projecting forward. Projecting, hey, who is going to be the best in 2025? So they released their top 100 today. 3 Packers made the list. Chew, do you know? Have any guess on the 3 that made the list?
Josh Jacobs.
At number 67.
Probably Jordan.
Number 87.
And projecting forward, probably Xavier McKinney.
Number 54.
There you have it.
Those are your 3.
Okay.
Do they need more?
Yes.
Is there somebody that you think is missing off of this list? If there is, 800-990-3776, I want to hear from the fans on who ESPN missed, who is going to be a top 100 player for the Packers in 2025.
I don't think they missed anybody. Zach Tom might have a case.
I think they've left one player off, and they're all going to be looking like fools. I think that's Tucker Kraft. I think the NFL is way behind on just how good that guy is and how much they plan to use him.
Yeah, but there was another list of, I think it was just a tight end list that came out, and he was in ESPN, the honorable mention.
Yeah, he was not in the top 10.
Yeah, I think they're all just wrong.
I thought, well, because, okay, so that top 10 list was interesting because I believe Isaiah Likely, who is tight end 2
yes,
for the Baltimore Ravens, was number 8 in that top
Kmet
10.
Was on there. He's the definition of a jag.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's just another guy. Just another guy.
Well, where would you put him on the list of all tight ends? And there's really, I know it's this day and age is preseason, but we really haven't seen anything where he's going to be more involved.
He lit them up in.
Yeah, I mean he played 2 series.
That joint practice with the Seahawks.
Yeah,
they couldn't stop him.
Really?
Both him and Musgrave were a real problem for them.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think they're
all right. I'll give you a name, Josh. Are you putting him ahead of Mark Andrews?
No, but he could because Mark Andrews is aging. But yes. I wouldn't rank them heading into the season. Mark Andrews had a weird season last year, but if you look based purely on production, Tucker Kraft was a top 10 tight end last year. Like just on the amount of touchdowns and big plays, all that.
Where are you putting him in the division?
I think he could be the best in the division. I think he could be second or third. But both T.J. Hawkinson and Sam Laporta are very good.
Yeah. I'm just seeing it based upon putting him on this list of top 100. I mean, my guess is there's probably 6 tight ends, maybe at most, that are on the list. So, I mean, if it is a list, I see what you're saying. If it is a list of projecting, then I could see it. But from a production standpoint, so far, no.
Yeah, no, it's a prediction thing. That's where I think they're off. I also think Edgerrin Cooper is going to find himself cemented in this list.
Yeah. So Sam Laporta is number 83 on the list. Just in case you were curious.
Is he the last one? Is he the last tight end?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough to search tight ends because turns out the words TE really appear a lot next to each other. So when you start searching for that in an article,
I think
gives you a
Tucker
lot.
Kraft, if he was in the Lions offense, he's every bit as productive as Sam Laporta has been to this point.
Well, again, just take a look at their stats from last year. So Laporta, granted in one less game, had 10 more catches on 13 more targets and only had 19 more yards. So Laporta was
there's no
60,
gap there.
726, 7 touchdowns. Tucker Kraft, 50 catches, 707 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, that's
to me, that's
about
the same
as close.
guy.
It's about as close as you can get.
Like
it's
you
really
said,
close.
He could be number 1 or he could be number 3.
Right. But I don't think that's a big difference because we're talking about some of the best tight ends in all of football. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're talking mid-level guys. We're talking the creme de la creme here.
How far you put Kmet behind those 3?
Ages.
Why?
Galaxies.
Well, because also Komet is unless the Bears are going to be running a lot more two tight end set,
he's losing his job to Colston Loveland.
They drafted a tight end in the top 15. You're not drafting a tight end in the top 15 unless you think that tight end is going to have a significant role on your football roster. So I would say Cole Kmet by the end of the season, if I'm projecting for 2025, isn't even the best tight end on his team.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they drafted what they believe to be their Sam Laporta.
Okay.
Trey McBride is 44 on this list. Again, he was one of two tight ends with over 1,000 yards receiving a year ago.
How far is Bowers?
And some Scrog. George Kittle's 27. Still going. Brock Bowers is 20. So that's going to be the highest ranked tight end.
Yeah.
We
will see.
But I think that's, again, because they need someone like Tucker Kraft, or they need Edgerrin Cooper, or they need Zach Tom to step up. If we get to the end of the season and these are still the same three guys that would only be on the list, Chew, that means things did not go good enough for the Packers.
But it's kind of like the Pro Bowl where it takes 1 year.
Yeah.
Which he had a real nice year last year. If he has a real nice...
That's
then
what I'm saying.
He'll be on the list.
If we get to the end of 16, if we get to the end of the 16th or 17th game and ESPN were to redo this list, what I'm saying is the Packers need to have. Oh, in retrospect, here's the 100 that should be on the list, right?
Can I do a little propagandizing, a little toad here, maybe?
Toad it up.
Matthew Golden's on the list.
You're insane.
Matthew Golden makes it.
Well, okay, well let's just
makes it on it this year.
Yep.
Let's just listen to what Matt LaFleur had to say to a Jason Wilde question about where Matthew Golden is and how he can help the team right away.
Golden has looked the part from the minute we kind of saw him, but it seems like every day there's something that is impressive. The catch he had today from Malik, where do you think he's set up to be able to help you guys right away based on what you saw this summer?
Yeah, I think he's done a nice job. I think he can help us in any capacity that we need him to. And so I think he's a guy that he just works the right way. He comes in with the right mentality, the right attitude, and he just comes to work.
Additionally, we don't know how healthy the wide receiver room is.
Yeah.
And he may be pressed into more action than you're comfortable with, Chewy, in that first week against Detroit. Because you pointed out Reed. We don't know about Reed. We don't know about Dontavian Wicks and his calf injury either. Those two have been out. And again, good thing that Romeo Doubs has come back. But some of the other top guys right now are dealing with injury, meaning more snaps for Matthew Golden. I
still think they're going to do it by committee. And, I mean, it's tough as a rookie, all right? Because everything you've done so far is in front of eyes for the most part, unless they go into the Hudson Center. So you're running your vanilla stuff. You know, now he's got to going into a game week. There are probably 180 to 210 just passing plays.
Yeah.
Right? With motion, with shifts. That's why I think they're still going to do it by committee. So at the end of the day, if the first game, let's just say everyone's healthy.
But everyone's not going to be healthy. Yeah. That's the problem.
Who won't be? Well, Savion, he wouldn't.
Well, but I also don't know about Reed and Wicks.
Reed will be fine.
I don't know about
Wicks. You just told me last segment you weren't sure if he was going to be fine.
For the first game of the year, he will be fine. He will be trotted out there.
I just asked you 20 minutes ago if he was going to be fine. You're like, I don't know, with foot injuries.
It'll be Romeo Doubs, 47 plays. Jaden Reed, 43. Golden.
Out of how many?
Well, you're hoping for at least 65, 70.
Because remember, Jaden Reed's never played 80% of snaps in any game ever.
Well, I'm just saying, it's going to be split across the board, right?
Can I make a case here for you?
Yes.
I think it might be a little rough at times for Matthew Golden to start, but I think it's going to prove to be beneficial for the Packers because they're going to put him out there based on necessity. There's not enough guys out here, and they're going to go, oh, this is different. This isn't Romeo Doubs out there who can make a couple nice plays. This isn't Dontavian Wicks who gets open but doesn't catch it all the time.
Yeah.
This guy's a different level of wide receiver.
Well, what they're going to have to do, Joshy, they're going to have to be very cognizant of over the top.
Yes.
So they'll probably roll coverage his way because Dobbs ain't running by anybody.
No, nope.
You know?
If it is, somebody fell down.
So, yes, they're going to give him some special attention just because his ability to get over the top of the defense.
So wouldn't you put him out on the field more then if he's getting special attention?
I'm telling you what, your first game, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
210 plays you got to know.
Yeah.
He's going to screw up.
Yeah, but I think, 100%.
Yeah.
But also part of the whole, and it seems like, at least the last couple of years, this is a place where LaFleur and Gutekunst have been on the same page.
Yeah.
Play the young guys early. Let them make the mistakes early.
Yes.
So then when you hit December, they're comfortable, and you're playing your best football then.
I agree. But for everyone to think he's going to, in 2 weeks from now, play 74 plays, it ain't going to happen.
I mean, he's probably going to have that many catches in 3 weeks.
You have to add in, too. Okay, of those, let's say, 100 plays, how many do I convert?
Yeah.
You know? Do I convert this or do I couldn't? I mean, it's being a rookie's tough.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what the money's for.
I think there's a degree of, and I think you would be impressed if you watched him on some. He shows like a lot of veteran traits of those little things you do to get yourself open. They showed a route against the.
The only thing worth watching this weekend, honestly, was him undercutting the corner and making the catch that he made. That was a good play.
It was a good play.
When was the last time you saw a Packers wide receiver do that? Never? Since Devontae was here?
Yeah, that's fair, but
they just get washed out in those. I've seen Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs go for those.
I know, but that's
there was a one-on-one route of him against one of the DBs, and he had that. You know how Jordy used to be really good at that subtle push?
Yes.
Right when he did that to a guy.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I haven't seen something like that.
You're forgetting I told him to draft the kid. So I like him. I just know how hard it is
We
to
want
start
you
out
to
as a
like
rookie.
him more. That's all we want. We want you to like him more.
I will, but will you be patient?
Stop.
Let the kid grow up a little bit.
on my parade.
How many plays do you think he'll have in the first game?
I think he plays 70% of the snaps.
How many plays? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many plays they're going to run.
What's 70% of 70?
55. I don't know.
I just think it'll the way LaFleur does it, it'll be.
But again, that's when they've had to do it because nobody has separated themselves.
Yeah. I think 2 wide receiver sets. It's him and Dobbs.
And Dobbs. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know we don't really care, but how does he block?
I haven't seen him be asked to do a whole lot of it.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out week 1 together.
Because, hold on, listen to me here. Because of the 70 plays based upon last year, 35 are going to be runs.
Yeah.
Is he their best blocker?
Dontavian Wicks is probably their best blocker.
Okay. I should have bet. I shouldn't have told you guys that, number one, because now you're going to change your tune.
I think he's going to be a 1,000-yard wide receiver. I think he's
receiving?
Yeah.
Here I come, Pato.
All right, I think
you're not getting that crazy. I can tell by your look.
No, I don't think I'm not going to go over 1,000, but I think he's going to have the most of the wide receivers.
Are you still feeling the effects of Saturday night here? Or
we'll ask.
You got it all out.
Siri just started talking to me there. Sorry. No, I feel great.
I think if he goes over 1,000, I think we got to get Chewy a jersey that he's got to wear for like a week straight. Just got to come in, wear it on the show every day for a week.
It has to be the ones with the elastic on the arm, so he has to show off his muscles.
Hey. With the white stripe. It ain't going to be till June. Based upon this morning's temperature, I'm on the clock.
If you're looking for a new car, truck, or SUV, take the nearest exit to Ewald Automotive for the 2025 model year clearance pricing. Save over $14,000 or get 0% financing. All makes, all models over $720. 25's in stock with model clearance pricing, and with the Ewald low price guarantee, they'll beat your best price on a new vehicle by $500, or they'll give you $500 cash. It's only at the Ewald model year clearance sales event. When they're gone, they're gone. look, Ewald, they know what they're doing. There's a reason why they keep on growing and growing here in the Milwaukee area. It's the reason why I trust him. You should trust them well. It all starts. EwaldAuto.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
If you're like me and you need organization in your life, I cannot recommend Closets by Design enough. Doug and his team in Mequon came out to my house, they checked out my closet, and they saw that I have too much stuff and not enough space for it all. So they came in and they reimagined the whole thing. And I got to tell you guys, it is gorgeous, but it is also practical. And now I have organization where before there was chaos and clutter. If that sounds like you or a spot in your house that you're thinking of right now, you need to reach out to my friends over at Closets by Design. Doug and his team are right there in southeastern Wisconsin. They will bring a personal, local touch, and there's a showroom in Mequon that you can visit to get inspiration if you need it. No obligation, in-home consultations, custom designs, and the best value in the business. If you're ready to get organized, call Closets by Design in Mequon and tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you. Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Your first time driving a stick shift. The car, sporty. Your teacher, nervous. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Online Activation Zone, so you can easily shift your direct deposits from your old clunker of a bank to Associated Bank in just a few clicks. You've got this with Activation Zone from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You want more physical harm beset upon people who are trying to earn a living.
I want winners.
If someone has to die in order for us to win, then that's the price you pay.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Couple of reactions here on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. We were talking about the top 100 list ESPN put out, and it's, again, a projection of who they think is going to be on there. Don says top 100 Packer this year, Micah Parsons.
That is a bizarre situation down there.
I have been of the thinking that, because Jerry is who he is, that a week from tomorrow, the Tuesday before the NFL opens, which the Cowboys are a part of, taking on the Eagles, that's when, Eagles getting all the headlines, so Jerry drops in, hey, we're going to steal some headlines here, announce this big old Micah Parsons deal. That has gotten so personal that I don't think it's getting resolved anytime soon. Like, if Micah Parsons plays this year, I think it's going to be on the, what is he making, $24 million this year on the fifth-year option?
Yeah.
It's going to be on that. I don't think they're getting a contract extension done anytime soon. Because it doesn't seem like Jerry's moving. Micah Parsons isn't moving off his stance.
Yeah, but is he getting paid week one? Or is this still a hold-in?
I don't know.
You think Jerry's going to pay him if he says, oh, my arm?
You have to. If he's on the 53.
Well, you can file a grievance.
That you don't think he's actually hurt? Do you want to start? Well, no, he's not. But do you want to start that bleep storm with the Players Association? It's already big enough.
I know, but according to Shefty, he's already been offered the most money of any D end.
And Jerry, by the way, confirmed that. And I mean, he was all over the place late last week on appearances. Yeah, he was on Stephen. He was with Stephen A. Smith. Apparently, this is where I learned that Michael Irvin has a YouTube channel on the show because Jerry was on it.
Jerry also seemingly lied about Parsons' agent telling him to shove the contract up his behind.
That was a lie?
I mean, do you think an agent's saying that?
I think the agent basically said no to something, and then Jerry interpreted it as, oh, he told me to shove it up my...
You know what? I don't get it. I think Jerry's more inclined to sit there and let him be a cowboy and rot than trade him away.
100%. Like Jerry's pretty dug in right now, and so is we've got an old-fashioned stubborn off, and I don't know which side wants to be more stubborn, but I think it's really tough to out-stubborn Jerry Jones. Mike in Hattiesburg says, remember what Matt LaFleur did with Watson on the first play of his career?
Yeah.
Went deep.
And he dropped it.
I think that's more,
for a career.
No, I know.
And Golden better than Watson. And Julie just wants to let us know that she was at the Packers preseason game Saturday, saw a guy wearing a Chewy jersey.
Really?
Chewy away jersey. White Mark Chimera.
Nice.
Although you guys, Frankie didn't like the whites.
No.
Were you okay with the whites?
Well, going back to high school, whites make you look bigger.
Okay.
So I didn't really need to look bigger. But the nice thing about them is the dark jerseys soak up the sun and make you sweat more.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's actually true?
Yeah, like darker colors.
Okay.
Yeah. Again,
based on physics, that is accurate.
Yes.
I would rather wear the green. Yeah. Than the whites.
Why?
Because with the whites, you have to wear black gloves, and it's not a good look.
Yeah, I suppose that.
With the green,
back in the day,
you can wear the white gloves.
Back in the day, all you had was the option.
You know why that is, right?
Well, yeah, because with the white, you can't do white on white.
No.
If you're holding.
There you go.
Because you can't. Because
you don't want white gloves on a dark jersey because then you can see you want it to meld in.
Correct.
So, yeah. Black gloves, not a fan.
Turns out they've got a lot more color options than just black or white.
They do?
Now, yeah.
Wow.
They're
not wearing Newmans? Those were our clothes. Newman.
Top of the line stuff.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues in 2 minutes.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 dealing with an accident at the ramp from St. Paul Avenue. The left lane is blocked. So big delays coming through the Marquette all the way to that point. On the eastbound side, backing up from just east of Highway 100 all the way through to 27th Street. Southbound 43 heavy from just south of Brown Deer Road all the way down past Bender Road. And then again, you're back on the brakes from Capitol Drive down towards Locust. Southbound 41 heavy from Appleton Avenue down to Capitol. Northbound slow from just north of Watertown Plank Road up to about Hampton. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live. Gates open at 6 with live music starting at 7. Boo the Band takes the stage Wednesday Night Live at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 68 tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. Weather is brought to you by Avondale Roofing. Raise the roof and your standards with Avondale Roofing, your trusted partner for over 30 years. Remember, they get on top so you don't have to. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. For me and my family, finding the perfect home is a journey, but we don't walk it alone. With the We Sell Group, Rob and Nick aren't just real estate agents, they're part of our family's team. They bring us options, perspective, and peace of mind. While they navigate the market, I can stay focused on all that life has in store. Because at the We Sell Group, it's not just about the home, it's about the people and the path it takes to get there. The We Sell Group, more than agents, part of your journey. Get started with Rob and Nick at wesell.kw.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party. Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You know not a book will be cracked on field day. That's what my kids are doing today.
It's a little stressful, though.
I don't think we have finished with my inbox.
What's Scott's tots?
Has it really been 10 years? A local businessman pledges college tuition to third graders.
Please explain.
I'm
stressful from the standpoint of, like, God, I hope I made it to the next grade. See what I'm saying?
No.
Michael, why did you promise that?
To change lives?
No, Michael, why would you promise that?
You know, okay.
A day in my life.
Third, fourth, fifth, they crossed my mind.
In fourth grade, you were worried about making it to fifth?
Yeah.
I fell in love with these kids, so I made them a promise. I told them that if they graduated from high school, I would pay for their college education. I've made some empty promises in my life, but hands down, that was the most generous.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like
Roster Cutdown Day is tomorrow for your Green Bay Packers. 3 p.m. Central Time is when that roster needs to be finalized. Again, it's just the initial 53. Obviously, will change throughout the course of the season, but the initial roster cutdown due tomorrow. And we just talked about earlier in the show how the Packers made a move to trade for an offensive lineman to try to shore up that position. So give me a call. Shoot us a text on the Carbless Talk and text line, 800-990-3776. I'm also going to ask Chewy, Joshy, what Packers position do you feel best about? And it's not even just, the top. I think we're talking about the entire depth. And which do you have the most questions about? As we get closer to roster cutdown day, 800-990-3776. Let's start with the best. Which one do you feel best about, you?
Probably running back. I mean, if Lloyd can stay on the field.
So Lloyd is probably going to start, and they changed that, I think, going into last year. Because it used to be, in order to be designated for return off the IR, you had to start on the initial 53. Now there are a couple of slots where you can throw guys on IR, designate them for return, and they don't have to make the initial 53. So I think that's what they're going to do with Lloyd. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same three that they ended last season with. Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, Chris Brooks.
I still feel pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I love Wilson.
You do.
I mean, the guy averaged over 5 yards
Maybe we get him an Emmanuel Wilson
That
jersey.
or Zach Tom. I've always loved the Zach Tom. But I think Lloyd can give them, when he gets healthy, another dimension because he's a bowling ball that has a lot of explosion, and then keep the hits off of Josh Jacobs until farther down the line to make sure he's really healthy for the playoffs. But I feel real good about their backfield.
Because you like the starter, you like the backups.
I like all three of them.
Yeah. And Brooks
is fine.
Well, he established a role as almost kind of like a fullback-esque type guy where it gives LaFleur more options on different formations and whatnot to go to.
Are they going to throw him back on kickoff?
Who? Wilson?
Yeah. Wilson or Brooks.
I think Wilson's got a better chance. I mean, my guess is Keyshawn just ends up doing it.
Okay.
Because I am under the assumption.
I don't know.
I am under the assumption that McCole Hardman is not making this team.
I would agree.
Just based on the way this has played out.
Yeah.
Just about every roster projection I've taken a look at, from the Athletic to the Journal Sentinel, it doesn't seem like McCole Hardman's sticking around.
I don't think you want CB1 doing anything more than playing CB1.
But it's different now. Kickoff return, I don't think kickoff return is as dangerous as it once was.
Yeah, but still. You could put someone else back there. I would not put Keyshawn Nixon back there. Especially with the DB. What's the DB's name that's down? Hobbs.
Yeah. Because my best guess is Keyshawn returns kicks, Jaden Reed returns punts.
He talked about being excited about it. Keyshawn did. So.
Yeah. It seems like it was talked to. He was talked to about it, and now he's changed his tune from the end of last season. Josh, what position group do you feel best about?
I kind of think it's linebacker.
Okay.
Hold on. Best or worst?
Best.
Who's your worst?
Well, we're going to get to worst.
Well, yeah, you haven't given your worst either.
Oh, I thought he gave worst.
No.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I think I know what worst is, and that's why we're kind of saving it. Because I think, again, the best I think is really up to interpretation, and there's a number of different answers you can give. I think worst is
I think best because Tyron Hopper proved to be a player. And I think
he had a really good camp.
That makes them 3 deep there. I feel really good about Edgerrin Cooper. I think we kind of know what Quay is, but I still think he can elevate his game a decent amount. And I just like the depth there. Isaiah McDuffie is just like a guy to have around, a special teamer who I thought probably was going to end up playing a little bit more. So I think that's going to be a real strong point. And it's probably the one place where investment has paid off. You would probably want a little more from Quay Walker as a first-round pick, but Edgerrin Cooper seems to be playing every bit of a first-round pick at that spot, and you got him in the second.
Well, I like it because of the depth as well.
Yeah.
Does Simmons make the team?
I don't know, but he's a really damn good gunner.
It seems likely.
Yeah.
Like he has not caught on from the linebacker spot, but and again, a lot of times when Jason says something, when he joins this show, whatever show he's on, when he says something, he says it with a little bit of knowledge. And again, taking that principle and applying it to when I see Matt Schneidman over at The Athletic do his roster projection, over at the Journal Sentinel, if Ryan Wood does his roster projection, and I see Simmons on there, my guess is that they've talked to somebody who really likes Simmons and is thinking, okay, we can continue to develop him, but he's going to be a core special teams guy. We'll hopefully figure out the rest.
Is he okay with that, though, as a former first-round pick?
Does he want to be in the league?
Yeah, I think he's happy to be on a roster.
Okay.
That's where I think he's at. Because if you remember, he wasn't one of those like first, second, third, or fourth wave free agents. He came in late.
He was in the Devondre Campbell.
Yeah, others receiving votes portion.
Yeah, the Devondre Campbell of, here's a guy who's still out there. Let's pick him up.
So you feel better about linebackers than you do receivers, because to me it's kind of the same kind of group. A lot of players. Mm-hmm. You're just saying that these young players are going to merge quicker than the receivers are.
I'm more certain about the top-end talent as high as I am on Matthew Golden. I'm more certain about Edgerrin Cooper coming in and elevating his game than I am about Matthew Golden instantly being wide receiver one, take over the offense type player.
Okay.
And the injuries that they've had at wide receiver just throughout camp given me a little worry. I don't think they'll be bad, the wide receivers, by any means, and they're probably a strength of the team when everyone's going. But right now, there's just a little more uncertainty there for me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to feel a lot better once Christian Watson comes back. I think that just really solidifies that position. So right now, I don't feel best about that. I kind of lean towards safety. And I know they've had some injuries there, but I think Evan Williams is going to take a huge step forward. I know Javon Bullard has basically become the slot guy at this point, but if there's injury, you can slide him back. It seems like other safeties have been stepping up and making plays, and then you have one of your best players in Xavier McKinney there. I think I feel best about the safety position group.
Okay.
The only reason I didn't go there is we haven't seen McKinney. I don't know where he is right now, like in terms of
health.
Says he's supposed to be back, but anytime you shut a guy down, I'm a little concerned.
That's fair. I guess
everyone's afraid of calves these days.
Oh, yeah.
Especially basketball.
Eesh.
There's probably a little trickle down into the NFL. Like, ooh.
Yeah, I'd rather them play it safe with Xavier.
Yes,
McKinney.
because well, Xavier McKinney is one of those guys that you just feel, okay, he'll be ready. Like he'll get himself ready. He's a veteran. Once he's out there, he's going to be Xavier McKinney.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple of we'll get to the talking text line here in a little bit, because I think the one we feel worst about is all going to be the same, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
I think I'm different.
What are you going to say?
Are we doing that now?
Yeah.
Corner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because of depth. Strictly because of depth. Hobbs, a little bit of a question mark there. But, they don't have a shutdown, right? Keyshawn is a middle-of-the-road cornerback.
Yeah.
If they were to rank the corners in the league, he's probably 20s.
Something like that.
Hobbs, probably the same thing. But after that, I just think there's a little bit of a drop-off.
I think that's fair.
And let's remember, you talked about Bullard. How teams do it is they'll go, okay, they look at their receivers, and then they look at the opposing team's DBs. Is their third guy better than ours? Is our fourth guy better than theirs? And that's a lot of times that's how you game plan third down.
I don't know if, and this would be a fascinating question maybe to ask Jason to see if anybody's actually talked to Hafley about this, because the assumption was he was going to want to play a lot of man-to-man because it's what he did when he was at BC.
Yeah.
And obviously the Packers actually ended up being one of the highest zone coverage teams a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just him in college thinking, hey, we can cover guys one-on-one. It's college football. We can do that. And it's harder to do at the NFL level. So he played more zone. I don't know if he wants to play more man, because with the way things are set up, this is going to be another zone team. Like, they're going to play a ton of zone again.
And that has nothing to do with the corners. That has everything to do with their D-line. You can play man. You can only play man-to-man for so long.
Correct.
You can't cover guys for 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do, and I think that's why they played so much zone.
Well,
I would say they're going to probably do what they did last year defensively. Maybe with a little more blitzing from the linebackers because they feel real good about it.
They blitzed a lot last year with their linebackers.
Yeah, I know.
Well, because that's how they got pressure with 4, right? Like, they did a lot of fire blitzes, where they would drop somebody back, but then they would bring, Edgerrin Cooper. So they were only rushing 4, but it was a creative way to say you were rushing 4.
Is there a potential that because Keyshawn Nixon's path to being CB1, that maybe we're being unfair to a guy who's probably performed better than we're willing to recognize?
Look, I have said I feel better about the quarterback position than I feel most people do, because the Hobbs thing I think is fair. And there should be questions about that because he had issues staying healthy when he was in Vegas with the Raiders. And the physical style that he plays exposes himself to more injury. But I feel like this cornerback unit was better than the one that the Packers went into their playoff game against the Eagles with, and nobody seemed to have an issue last year with the cornerbacks late in the year.
Right.
So I feel better about it, which is why, again, the group I'm most concerned about is defensive line. Joshy, I'm assuming you're with me.
Yeah, the whole, if you want to get specific, I'd say edge rusher.
Edge rusher, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're deeper at D-line. I mean, they all suck, but they're deeper.
If they all suck, do you actually have depth?
Right. What?
That's like saying the Browns have depth at quarterback. Like, what do we...
That came out wrong. They're fine. They're fine. But they have guys that are... I mean, their backups are almost as good as their starters.
Well, that's the thing there.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I feel that's a problem.
Like, Brenton Cox might be your best pass rusher behind Rashawn Gary.
But would you agree with me that your D-line is like, okay, we know what they're going to be. We know what they're going to do. Fine. Let's just live with it, right? The corners...
But I don't want to live with it. That's the problem,
But you have to.
I don't want to live with it.
You have to.
I feel like all the best teams and the teams that end up in the playoffs and you're looking at, it's always defensive line driven. Offensive line and defensive line.
Yes.
It feels like that's always a strong suit, and I don't remember the last time you felt the Packers' defensive line was a strong suit.
Well, like, that's been the dirty secret that nobody talks about with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Is that and their offensive line wasn't as good as last year, and you saw that in the Super Bowl. But, like, that's been a defensive-driven team. Specifically, the defensive line's been a lot better than anyone talks about because Patrick Mahomes is that good, Andy Reid's that good, so that kind of masks everything else. But, like, secretly, that defensive line is super good.
Chris Jones is like a top 10 NFL
Yeah,
football
but what I think you saw last year is Philadelphia was just so much better than everybody else.
And what was interesting with Philly, especially on the defensive front, that I always talk about the double-digit sack guys. The Eagles did not have any of those.
No.
But they had a lot of guys.
Like 7 guys that got 6 sacks.
Yeah, they just rotated through and made sure everybody was fresh. And then they just had fresh pass rushers coming at you all the time.
Yeah.
But it's honestly...
We have the same defensive line, except theirs are good and ours are average.
Well, the difference is they've got, like... Last year, they had 6 Rashawn Garys. You know, guys that got like 8 sacks.
Yeah, sure.
But, hey, you know what's going to be best for those guys? If they're fresh all the time, we just keep rotating them. That's what they did.
But like Inigbare, who's pretty good, right?
He's fine.
Him or Lucas Van Ness.
I mean, that's not much of an option. Well, one of them's fine. The other one I've got questions about. I think I know what Inigbare is at this point.
Yeah. He's a solid backup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucas Van Ness, I'm hoping to get more out of. I'm not expecting to get more after what I saw last year. And I'm not going to buy into the hype. Refuse to buy into the Lucas Van Ness hype until I see it in an actual regular season game.
Well, you just moved it over to Golden. It's still there. You just moved it.
Well, I don't think I was, and I guess you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've ever hyped Lucas Van Ness the way I'm hyping Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
I don't know the last Packers rookie I was this excited about.
Who would it be? Probably Eddie Lacy.
Eddie was real. Again, you want to talk about a dirty little secret.
Yeah.
Eddie was filthy those first 2 years in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Filthy.
Yeah.
So good. Everybody forgets it, but they shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the tweets you want to make fun of. Mike McCarthy calling him overweight. I understand how those are the things that stick. I understand why those are the things that stick.
Yeah.
But again, just go back and look at those stats those first 2 years. Go back and watch that game against the Cowboys when they came back from $1 billion down, Matt Flynn playing quarterback. Big part of that was Eddie Lacy. That is a good question. Mm-hmm. Maybe we might save that for a little bit. Okay. We might save that for a little bit later in the week because we've got to talk about Joshy boozing too.
Oh boy.
Had a big booze. What? Yeah. We're going to get in your business, Josh. Maybe we do that.
And with that, we exposed another NARP at the station.
I think that's what Chewy's most excited about.
It's weird how they're all producers, though.
Joshy may have to answer for his brethren coming up next. For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. Guys, it has changed the game. All the different things that are now available, like all the best live sports, most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, originals. It's too many to even name them all. By the way, WWE coming to this app. Plus, all the great features like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, SportsCenter customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. So you got to check it out. Sign up, download the all-new ESPN app wherever you get your apps. Apple Store, Google Play. Do it now. Like right now.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 still dealing with an accident right about at St. Paul Avenue. The left lane is blocked, so big delays stretching all the way back into the Marquette. On the eastbound side, slowing from the Zoo to about 27th Street. Southbound 43, heavy from Hampton all the way down to Locust. Southbound 41's backed up from Silver Spring down almost to Burleigh. Northbound side's backed up from Watertown Plank Road up to Capitol. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnresort.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 68. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Finding the right home is a journey. Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes you got to be patient. We have had to be patient on our home search. But we have used the We Sell group at Keller Williams, and they understand that. They have been helpful with us. They have been patient with us on the entire process, because they're not just about closing deals. They're about building relationships and helping you find the right fit for your family. Whether you're ready to move right now, or you're just starting to look, or maybe you're thinking about selling your home, the We Sell group is on the journey with you every step of the way. Guys, I can't tell you enough about how helpful Robert and Nick have been for us on this journey. I send them links. I send them houses. I say, what do you think about this? Can we take a look at this, all this? And every step of the way, they are like, whatever you need, Jen, we got your back. So if you're looking for a company like that, the We Sell group is your group. Start your journey today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at accutransgroup.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I thought
Salvation
every time
Army.
that they hear their name when it's non-scheduled, that's what they want to hear.
I could hear Ashley laughing in the background.
Am I right or wrong?
He's not wrong. Hey, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He is wrong.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Let me tell you about our friends at Events by Design. Boost culture with captivating corporate events like appreciation parties, brand activations, and more. Again, I've seen them do the entire gauntlet. For example, I've seen them do the Buck Soiree. Huge, fancy event inside Fiserv Forum. They did a fantastic job with that. They were out at our golf outing out at the Bog. They were doing walk-up songs for people. Then they were talking about it during the the little after reception that we had during the ESPN Milwaukee Open. The creative team at Events by Design truly enjoys the work they do, believing that every event should not just be successful, but fun. One people still talk about years later, just like I'm talking about the things I've seen them do. They implement fresh ideas in every detail from planning to production, and for over 25 years, Events by Design has helped companies execute successful events. Retain top talent by investing in your culture today. Just search online, Events by Design. They design, you party. I do want to just, before we get to Joshy and his festivities this weekend, a couple of texts on the Carpel's Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Justin in the 920, Ryan from Maguanago, just a couple of examples there that feel really good about Brandon McManus. Like, that's where they feel best about. They feel that McManus is... I feel that's a great place to be because we haven't been there for a couple of years heading into the season.
Was it last year that was a mess?
Last year and the year before.
Yeah.
It was the start of the year, and then McManus got cleared of the whatever was going on legally, signed with the Packers, and then pretty much from that point forward, it was a forgotten issue.
Yeah, because you had Anders a couple of years ago, and he missed a kick in 10 straight games to close out the season.
Oh, that's terrible.
Not good. So then he was in the kicking competition. They ultimately went with... God, who did they go with, the rookie last year?
Braden Narvison?
Yeah, Narv Dog.
I'll never forget that name because after he signed, Alex Strofe got on Mr. Relevant and said, Packers got their kicker. And I said, I don't know about that.
The Narv Dog. Didn't work out. So now they've got McManus. They've got a veteran there, and I think they're wisely, if you feel good about the kicking situation, it's because you should.
He makes it look so easy. What was that, a 48-yarder in the game?
Yeah. I mean, he had a tremendous camp.
Walk in the park.
He missed like 3 total field goals.
Yeah.
Many of them were from quite far away.
That's fair. Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah. I mean, you want somebody who's basically automatic inside 40 yards, and then and that's what he has been in his time with the Packers. But, Chewy, you caught wind of, we didn't see you there. I saw Josh's mom there at his birthday party this weekend. Yeah.
Okay. What time did it start?
We had dinner around 6 p.m., We went over to the Why Not around 7:15, 7:30.
Yeah, something like that. I think I got there at about 7:30.
And then we stayed the entirety of the rest of the night.
How many people are we talking?
When
20,
I was there,
30?
You guys were probably rolling about 15 deep.
Yeah, the thing is also there was a group of people that were with us, but also at the bar to the side there that was about 6 to... So it probably peaked at like 25.
Okay. And were you okay with it, or were you like, felt obligated to do it?
Here's something about me, Chewy.
Yeah.
Not going to feel obligated. I'm going to go to the bar, have a good time, and do what I usually do. I'll talk to every person who probably approaches me, but I'm not going to be the one like... I said thank you to everyone for coming.
Yeah.
Gave them a hi and a bye, but I'm not going to be like, well, I need to ask about their kids or what they've been doing the past month.
Do you move? Do you move around, or do you just plant yourself? See, I plant myself in
more
a
of
seat,
a planter.
and I'm not.
So Joshy is more of a planter, but he was kind of moving around when I was there. I wasn't there for very long, but he was kind of moving around, talking to everybody.
Yeah, there's, people walk in, you go to greet them. You're also, the obligations change a little bit when your parents are there.
Yeah.
You kind of want to make sure, they're not annoying your friends too much. Everyone was good, though. There was no issues there.
Well, we learned a lot about Will.I.Am.
Will might have been the MVP of the night.
He was?
He's a character, man.
He's a character.
I love that kid.
All my friends were entertained by him.
Oh, yeah. He's an entertaining guy.
Uh-huh.
Why, was there a little personality change? After a few sodas?
I feel like his personality has been coming out more and more. Because, again, like he's a young kid working here, started as an intern, went to part-time, now he's full-time. And with that, like,
you just learn more about a guy.
And yes, he's quiet, but he's pretty dry. Like, he's got a good dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned about him. And then I was sitting next to him because Joshy vacated his chair, so I sat down next to Will. Turns out he had just discovered vodka soda. It's a brand new drink he had never heard of at a wedding the week before.
You want to know, and now it's becoming...
Sounds like he found out about grits, too. What the hell was that all about? Huh?
Chewy's referencing a video that I discovered yesterday. I had no idea happened.
I have to share it with everyone because Josh sent it to me immediately.
It's Will performing a cartwheel because apparently someone said...
I feel Will performing a cartwheel is overselling
attempting to
I think that's better.
Yeah.
I thought it was Strofe. To which I was shocked. I'm like, that's not bad for him. Right?
That's fair.
Will was a college athlete.
Yeah. Will played college baseball.
All right, what sport?
Played college baseball.
All right, that's a sport.
Do I feel like maybe he didn't have his best performance because we had been out since 6 p.m.? Could have been part of the deal there.
Okay.
It was being performed on the sidewalk.
At 1 in the morning,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, you probably don't have your best balance.
No.
Your best, your muscles aren't all acting the way they need to be. But, I mean, it was a long day. And the lights came on, and it felt like a relief at some point.
But not so much the next morning.
No. Yesterday was a tough one.
You're moving kind of slow.
Did you have any, because I feel you party more than anyone here.
Me?
Yeah.
I go to bed at a reasonable hour.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you still party more than anyone. You party so much. You party so much. You say you get sick of your friends because all they want to do is party.
Yes. Yeah. No, that is true. But like Friday night, perfect. The wife was in Columbus helping my daughter move in. Had the place to buy. Could have very well went out. Sat there, watched 2 movies, and went to bed at 9:15. And felt great the next morning.
Okay, so the first movie was Asteroid City.
No, the first movie.
Oh, that was the second movie.
Yeah. Oh, Once Upon a Time.
Those are like your 2 go-tos.
Yeah. Those are my cult movies. Yeah.
That's the 2 go-tos for Chewy right now.
Then I sent you the picture when Asteroid City came on.
I like that your definition of cult movie is just movie I watch a lot. Like
fair.
Cult classics are generally movies that weren't super popular upon release, and then as they got released into like the ether as a VHS or DVD, they gained popularity and people enjoyed it.
Well, I think that's Asteroid City. That didn't get a lot of juice, did it?
I mean, it's a Wes
when
Anderson
it came out.
film.
It's a Wes Anderson movie, so like there's
a cult following.
I think that's fair to say for Wes. Like so there's. I mean, it's never going to be a summer blockbuster because it's a Wes Anderson movie, but there is a solid fan base that he has, in which I include myself, that when he releases a movie, I am going to go see it in the theaters.
He's never going to be a billion-dollar producer, but people know Wes Anderson, and he's widely respected.
So anyone out of control?
No.
It was
I don't think
pretty
so.
subdued. What time did you bolt?
Oh, I bolted early. I had to work.
Yeah, you had to work in the morning.
I was on Best Week Ever yesterday from 6 to 9 a.m., so I had to wake up at 4:45.
Oh. It's a Sunday. Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I would say, again, I think the surprise of the night was Josh's parents showing up, which was great. That was great.
Did you guys watch any college football?
No.
You didn't watch Iowa State, Kansas State?
I did not. I was roasting corn for like 2.5 hours.
I did, and then I saw how the first half started, and I said, yep, that's college football, and I'm good on this for a bit.
Okay, fair.
7-7.
Because I was going to tell, if you watch the thing, the first game ever played over an island, college football game, was us against Army in 1988, and they were showing...
Oh, they were showing Chewy highlights?
Yeah.
I had no idea you played over in Ireland.
We actually looked pretty good.
Can I ask a question?
1988 really didn't look too much different than 2025.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why the hell are we sending Iowa State and Kansas State to Ireland? Shouldn't we be sending like major brands?
Well, they did last year. It was Florida State,
Georgia Tech. So one major. So we've got one major brand out of 4. I think the problem is, Josh, you would have to pay the major brands so much money for them to give up a home game.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to send Notre Dame
You know
over
what?
there.
Your problem is you have NFL arrogance.
What?
Where it's the best product out there, and anything other than that in your mind is like a waste of time to watch. There is nothing like watching New Mexico play UMass.
Yes, there is.
No.
Watching high school football.
I think it's I think it's very enjoyable.
I mean,
what's wrong with high school football?
By the way, the last two arrogance entries I think are directly rated to Josh now.
Yeah.
Fantasy football arrogance and NFL arrogance.
That's fair. Do you agree with both of them?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Like sometimes the NFL's just too perfect. You want to see guys work a little harder.
I mean,
right?
I mean,
but they are working hard. You know how hard it is to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know how hard they're working.
I watched like a simple toss turn into a fumble in chaos. Like, that's not necessarily good.
I think that's what Chewy wants. Chewy wants a little bit of that chaos in his life.
I love high school football.
Yeah, you do.
High school football's great.
There are times where I'm watching Maction and I'm going, this is low-level high school football right here. They got nothing going on.
He's leaning into his arrogance.
Leaning into the NFL arrogance.
Yes.
We will dive back into the Brew Crew. They've been scuffling a little bit as of late. Just don't be worried about it. That's next. After I tell you about mentality. It doesn't matter what age you are. Low testosterone can be an issue with any guy. That's why I've been telling you about mentality for a while now. They've been helping me, making me feel great. If you're tired, groggy, just don't feel like yourself. Those are all signs of low testosterone. Again, I ignored them. Don't be like me. Take this message and go to lowtusa.com. Book your appointment today to see if mentality can help you. And if your testosterone levels are low, you can get a customized testosterone treatment plan just for you. This isn't one size fits all. They want to make sure and monitor your levels to make sure they're where they need to be for you. And you can increase your strength, shake fatigue, sleep better, lose weight with mentality. What are you waiting for? Go to lowtusa.com. Mentality allows treatment to fit into every guy's lifestyle. Find out more. lowtusa.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, a new crash now on the ramp from Capitol Drive to northbound 41. So watch for backups coming up from about Watertown Plank Road all the way up to that scene. Southbound's just generally slow from Silver Spring down to Burleigh. We're still dealing with this accident on westbound 94 right about at St. Paul Avenue. Now, they may have moved everything off to the side of the road, but still seeing delays out of the Marquette all the way to 27th. On the eastbound side, backing up from the zoo all the way to about 27th Street as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 68. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 53. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What was a rebound? What did you just say?
Robust. You could say robust. Doesn't robust sound like a nice word of saying just a click below fat?
No, buddy, you're not fat.
Well,
you're
there's
rebound.
Well, Charles Barkley.
There's another
A round mound of rebound.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Look, I understand if you were at the Brewers game yesterday, you were bummed. I was bummed walking out of the stadium because you were hoping they would be able to close it out. Trevor McGill ends up blowing a second save of the series, and ultimately they lose 2 of 3. It's fine if you felt that way. But it's also like, they're going to be fine. This was going to happen. Bumps in the road were going to happen. They were going to lose a series before the end of the year. They weren't just going to win every series that they played. It's the way baseball works. And look, they're a little beat up right now. Don't have their preferred shortstop. Jackson Chourio should be returning anytime soon. Rhys Hoskins could be returning soon. And this team's going to get healthier. And that's only going to be a good thing. Like, there's no need to panic right now just because they lost 2 games in a row to the Giants.
But what number, I know it's at 5 right now with the Cubbies, what number would you feel just totally, it's fine, there's no chance they're coming back?
What do you mean? Like
7?
Yeah, I mean, that's where they left that Cubs series with. And the Cubs are hot right now. The Cubs left that series playing good baseball. They beat up on the Angels.
So what's the number?
A very good team.
The end of this week.
I mean, I still feel very, very at the end of the week, boost it up to 6.
What if it's at 3?
Then okay, game on.
They don't play one another
They do not. And the Cubs have the tiebreaker. So if they finish with the same record, the Cubs would win the division. The Brewers would be a wild card team. Which, again, it's important to win that division. It's important to get one of those top 2 seeds so you get a bye. And you don't have to worry about beating a team that you feel you're better than, like last year with the Mets. And you have one pitch from Devin Williams get deposited into the right field bleachers. And next thing you know, you lose that series, lose that game.
You worried about the bullpen?
No. Like Trevor, I mean, for a guy like Trevor McGill, he's a 2-pitch guy. He's got fastball and he's got a curveball. Both are excellent pitches. But when you're a guy like that, when you lose command of the strike zone and the bases are loaded and it's 2-1, the count's 2-1, guy knows you're coming with the fastball. It's tough. Tough to survive like that.
Yeah.
Like the most important thing for Trevor McGill is command. And he lost his command yesterday. It happens.
No,
it happens. Like I still have it's not. I don't feel like if they bring in Trevor McGill for a game against the Diamondbacks in the series that they've got coming up here, I've got all the confidence in the world in him.
Yeah.
The bullpen's still really good. The bullpen's incredibly deep. Shelby Miller's starting to kind of settle into what his role is going to be. I feel great about the bullpen, feel great about the pitching. Would have been nice to get an extra run yesterday. Because I just kept sitting there going, man, 3-2. Just like to have one more cushion, just one more run as a little bit of cushion, and I would have felt a little bit better. But that's where Jackson Chourio coming back is going to help.
Yeah.
There's no need to panic.
No, certainly not panic.
No.
But it's not wrapped up yet, is all I'm saying.
No, it's not wrapped up yet. No, you have to continue to play good baseball, but I know Murph is going to have this team continuing to play good baseball.
What'd you think of them giving Willie Adames a standing ovation?
Oh, I think
it was the first game.
Yeah. Like first at bat, absolutely. After the home run was a little strange.
Yeah, standing? Was it a standing?
Yeah, like and look, I thought he earned a standing ovation for everything that Murphy said about Willie Adames.
Okay.
I was informed that there really wasn't a standing ovation after the home run.
Oh, okay.
There was a little miscommunication based on some of the tweets that were sent.
Okay. That's right, because I thought I heard watching the game, I thought I heard some boos.
There was boos, yes. Yeah. And in the video that was shown, the people who were actually doing the standing ovation were Giants fans.
Okay.
So in the video, you could see people standing, and it was a little misleading because I glommed onto that right away, and I was like, I mean, yeah, we love Willie. Give him the standing O before.
Well, and that was the great thing about Murph after the game. Like, just waxed poetically about Willie Adames and what he meant to the team, the culture, playing the game the right way, how much he helped, and how much, like, Murph loves Willie Adames. But then he hit 2 home runs in that first game, and he was kind of ticking off Murph.
Yeah,
He's like, hey, I love you, but...
Yeah, knock it off.
So I thought that was perfect because Willie was the heart and soul of this team for the time that he was here.
Yeah.
And especially last year, really embraced Murph in the way and set a really good example for a lot of the young guys. And I think the Brewers, as an organization, and Murph as the manager, feel like they're a little indebted for him setting the right example for a lot of the young guys.
I think it's fair to say the 2025 Milwaukee Brewers aren't what they are now without Willie Adames before them.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I think the way he kind of set the tone, the way he got those guys to come along, the way he sort of, as you said, embraced Murphy and just the culture, that is a big factor of why they are as good as they are now.
God, he had a really good series, man. He clearly missed AmFam Field. Dear Lord.
Probably wishes he was still here. Because they're done.
They're done. Yeah. They're done. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he's going to look at his bank account and feel just fine.
That's what you say.
You want to be a legend at one place, Chew. You want to be a legend at the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But he wore Uecker. So he was on the top step of the Giants dugout during everything yesterday. So
really?
He had a really special relationship with Uecker as well. Was wearing Uecker spikes yesterday, saying, just thank you, Mr. Baseball.
Yeah, that's great.
Obviously, I don't think the Brewers did it intentionally to have Willie Adames there, but I think it was really cool that he was for everything yesterday, even though, again, he was really hard to get out this weekend. I'm glad the Brewers don't have to deal with that the rest of the year, because they do open up a series against the Diamondbacks tonight. 4 games at AmFam Field. Don't worry. They're going to bounce back. They're going to be just fine. Woody's on the mound tonight. Wrap up the show. See what we have in the polls coming up next.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
During college football season, I'm always on the go, and I trust Accutrans Group for my private transportation needs. When I am headed to the airport, I know that Accutrans Group has my back. And here at ESPN Milwaukee and Good Karma Brands, we count on Accutrans to get our partners to and from Green Bay for all of the green and gold action, and it is first class every time. Professional drivers, reliable pickups, and 0 parking hassles, so your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Book your ride now at AccuTransGroup.com and enjoy the ride.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats live from the stands, and we've got a special update. Sources confirm fans using the Vivid Seats app are racking up rewards with every ticket and doing it fast. With an unbeatable lineup of seats and perks that go the distance, why use any other app for game day? Don't fumble this season. Grab your tickets through Vivid Seats, download their app, earn rewards, and as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, get $20 off your first $200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. From garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Lowe's knows tough jobs call for tougher tools. The new DeWalt Elite Series power tool accessories are built to last for the pro who doesn't stop. With precision fitment, durability, and impact resistance, finishing jobs faster has never been easier. Shop the new DeWalt Elite Series at an everyday low price exclusively at Lowe's. We help, you save.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Do you like your pickles warm or cold?
Want my pickle a little warm.
Warm's good.
It's better than cold.
Cold
You
can
got
be
shrinkage.
good, too.
Yeah, well, no,
Cold
shrinkage
can
gets
be good.
involved. It's not great.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Here we go.
I cannot stop talking about my front door that I got from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Had a couple more people over last week. Oh, is that a new door? Looks really nice. Yeah, of course it looks nice because it's from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And when you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella because every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, always designed with innovation, rigorously tested for quality and performance to last for years, and built to create long-term energy savings. Again, it looks great, and it's going to save you money all long-term. And if you order by August 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Metronome.
Man, I'm up to something.
Badgers kick off in 3 days. Badgers football. Is this the least amount of buzz you can think of going into a Badgers season?
Not a lot.
I mean, maybe it's just tough for it to get all the way here to Milwaukee. I know Madison is always buzzing with it. But
I was going to say, I've heard buzz. The buzz has been
negative?
A negative buzz.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And a lot of, well, look at what their win total is for the season. How do you feel like they can win 5 games?
Can buzz be negative?
Yeah.
Okay. I just always thought buzz was like a positive connotation.
No.
You can have negative buzz.
Yeah. Maybe it's a drone.
Could they surprise us or no?
I mean, I hope so, but I wouldn't bet on it.
I would love nothing more.
I would not go to Pato and bet on it.
Well, you can't.
Oh, that's true. That's right. You can't.
Thank God.
Wildy and Tausch coming up next.
Okay, we've got still some delays along southbound 43